How's it going? This is Tuesday Brew with me, Mr. Tyler Solze, and Loki Amos. How's it going, Mark?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. You?
I'm back.
Yeah, where you fucking been? A week. Do you know how hard it was doing it on my own? Well, not on my own. You know, as a host, it was fucking uncomfortable. I sound like I didn't know my own name at the beginning.
Do you know?
I was like, Loki Amos.
Yeah. You got better as you went
Yeah,
along.
I think, do you know what a lot of it was? I think it's just trying to remember what the fuck I'm supposed to say.
Were you reading?
No, I wasn't reading. I think it was, I wanted to make you proud. And I was worried if I didn't make you proud, you might kick me off. So
It was weird doing the edit, you know, listening to it. I thought you sounded good.
Good, thanks, mate.
Too good.
Thanks.
I should have stayed on holiday.
Yeah, go away for another week.
Yeah.
You'd be coming back, you'd be like, what's going on?
Our review this week is Incredibles 2. I don't know what you think. You don't want.
No,
you don't know what I think. What else are we going to be talking about after that?
We got as usual, our trailers, our news, and what you've been up to.
Right. Okay. Well, if you're ready, let's go.
Okay, today's film we are reviewing is The Incredibles 2. We saw this this morning.
Can I just stop you? Why are you introducing this now?
Because
I was away for 1 week and now you're nicking all my jobs.
I think I deserve it. I need something more. The reason I am introducing it is because I want to hear your review first, or your opinions.
Okay.
Because you've been a big fan of The Incredibles 1.
I've always said this. The best superhero film ever made is The Incredibles. Brad Bird, 2000 and whatever. When was it?
2004.
This is a big gap.
Yeah, 14 years.
Yeah.
So I basically wanted to... so I want to see your reactions first, because I think yours is more important than mine. I wanted to see the film, but you seemed like you wanted a lot more.
Yeah, this was a good day for us because we both took our families along.
Fucking stressful.
Well, for you, yeah.
My kids were going.
Well, we took our families. Mark also took his 1-year-old. He's your family.
Yeah, he is mine. I'm sure he is.
I don't know why I said it.
I'll ask Lou later.
I don't think he made a lot of noise, really.
No, he wasn't that bad. But you know when you kind of self-consciously think he is being Jack, you know?
Yeah.
I just think, fuck's sake, man, sit your ass down.
Did you miss any of the film?
I didn't miss none of the film, or none of the film. The wife, luckily, took the kids to the toilet when they needed to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of always had one hand on the boy if he's sitting on his own.
How many times did your girls go to toilet? 4 or 5 times?
No, twice.
They came past me.
It was 2 hours long, the film.
Was it really?
It was 2 hours, and we had the short before. Oh,
we could talk about the short. That was good.
Yeah. So we saw this morning.
Yep.
And we haven't been able to talk about it all day because we had a family.
We had our family barbecue.
Yeah, we had a family barbecue, and it was really hard because everyone's going, what do you think about the film? I can't speak about it. Adam's there. I don't want him to know my reactions or my thoughts right now.
Yeah, we got this rule, haven't we, where we can't know what each other thinks until we're on the microphones.
We want to give you our honest opinion. And
yeah,
it's really hard because everyone's asking me. You know?
Okay, well, I think all through this film I was thinking that the big question is it as good as the first one? That's all I kept thinking. The question is it as good as the first one?
So... what is the answer?
Well, I didn't rewatch the first one. I just kept my memory of it. Do you know what? I really want to say it's as good. That's really hard because of what I just said about it being the best superhero film ever made. If I say it's as good, I mean it's up there. It's like number 2. And people are thinking, hasn't he seen The Dark Knight? Do you know what I mean? Why has he got these 2 cartoons? It's the best. Yeah, I'm just going to say it's as good as the first one.
Do you know what I like about it? I think it blends really well with family life as well. Yeah. What a realistic... All right, it's not realistic because it's a cartoon and we don't have superheroes. But if there was a superhero family, the troubles and shit they have to go through, they portray it so well in this animation.
Yeah, there was a lot more of that.
First of all, I'm going to say to you, obviously you've not seen the original for a while.
I've seen it like 20 times.
I saw it this morning before I saw the second one.
Okay, you're dedicated, man.
So I got out with the kids and I put it on. I said, this is what we're going to see this afternoon.
Yeah.
And they all watched it and they enjoyed it.
Yeah. So maybe they had too much Incredibles and that's why they didn't sit through the film, the little one.
Yeah, no, the little one moves about. My eldest girl and my youngest boy, they don't sit down very well with films. Yeah. The middle girl, she'll watch most of it.
Yeah, she's like you. She's a film. She'll be a film buff at like 5.
Yeah.
Did you like the fact that it began right from the ending of the first one?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's obviously good for kids, right?
I like what I like about that was it's 14 years apart. So the animation itself is so different. I think the first one still stands up, but there's bits in it that you watch and you think, oh,
there's been so much more advancement, isn't there?
Yeah, and so now when you see it and the textures and the detail in the hair and the skin texture and the fibres and stuff like that, it's mental.
Yeah, I love the style of this film because it's very 50s, but also they've got all like modern tech, miniature cameras and, her electric bike she had. But as you said, the family stuff. I have got negatives, even though I'm crazy about these films. There was a lot of talking scenes and there was a lot of politics, which was really relevant to the story. Yeah. And I'm glad they were there, but I just thought of kids.
It was a PG.
Was it?
Yeah, so it's a PG. So it's straight from the get-go. We knew there was going to be a bit more adult stuff in there. Yeah. Well, I thought there would be. Yeah. But I'm a bit like you. There's bits that I think my kids would be like, what's going on? Yeah,
because I had my sister next to me and then my nephew. And the only time he really wriggled about and made a noise was when there's these political sort of dialogues going on. And the sort of family stuff, which he just got a bit bored. But I liked it. I really like this film.
Yeah, it was very good.
We talked about the style. The characters, they're all back. Sam Jackson's great again.
He got a bit more in this one, didn't he, than the first one?
Yeah, he did. And I look at all those heroes the same. I look at those powers as sort of even. Because I always thought Frozone, he throws a bit of ice about.
Yeah.
But, I won't spoil anything. But the final scene, he's brilliant. He stops this thing from happening. I thought, they're all sort of level power-wise, which I don't think you get from sort of X-Men movies because, someone can walk through walls and someone can fly.
Yeah, it's like the new Captain Marvel film. They're saying, with the amount of powers that she's got, why do you need the Avengers?
Well, I don't think they're going to do a comic book level character for her.
It wouldn't work.
Yeah. I just meant they all sort of got the same amount of time. We saw a lot of their powers. Jack probably got... It's not a spoiler to say he's got fucking every power.
Yeah, we saw that in the end of the first one, didn't we? When
it's even more than that, isn't it? Yeah, you get a load of extras,
Which is, do you know what? Just talking about characters, he was my favourite.
Really?
Yeah, I loved him. My kids loved him. My son was going Jack all the time. I just think his scenes, the best scene for me was the raccoon.
Can you say that? Is that spoilers?
What?
We can say it. Fuck it. There's some big level action scenes with like Mr. Incredible against the Underminer. And then you've got the baby who's developing superpowers. Who's he going to fight? What's like a level villain for him? And they set him up against this raccoon that's, in his bin outside his house. It's a great fight sequence.
But how good just before that, he's watching TV with Mr. Incredible asleep behind him.
Yeah.
And he's seeing a robber robbing something on the TV and he looks out the patio window, sees him going through the bin, he's like, looks back at the TV, he's like, hold on a minute.
Same face.
Yeah, he's robbing. So,
He's got the
stop him.
Black mask, the raccoon. Yeah, his natural black mask. So we've spoiled one scene, sorry.
Yeah, but that was worth spoiling because I think even if you're going to see it, you're still going to enjoy that because that's just great.
But everyone who has a favourite character from the first one, you get enough. Like if you like Dash, there's loads of Dash stuff in this. If you like Violet, she does loads of stuff in this.
Yeah, she's better. I think she's better this time because in the first one she was a lot shyer. She couldn't use her powers properly, and by the end of the first one, she kind of just about started to.
Yeah.
So in this one, you can see what she can do even more than she did in the first one.
Yeah.
So she's obviously a lot stronger than you think.
Yeah, she's more. I've never really liked. She's the Invisible Woman, Invisible Girl from Fantastic Four, basically. I've never liked people with too many powers. Like you're either invisible or you've got force fields. Why is that? How does that go together?
Yeah.
Why have you automatically got force fields as well? I never really liked her as a character in the Fantastic Four. but multiple powers are what this film's about. Like Jack is probably my favourite character as well. We get a role reversal in this film. The first one was about Mr. Incredible going out and Elastigirl staying at home. So she goes out and represents superheroes. So you think it's mainly going to be her, this film.
Yeah.
But there's so much of the good stuff is just Mr. Incredible being a good dad or trying to be a good dad.
I think that's so relevant as well, because I'm not saying mothers as well go through this, but as a father, when I watch it, I kind of related so much to him of being tired and being stressed and angry.
He looks fucking knackered in this film, doesn't he?
Because you're trying to please every child and they all want different things.
Yeah.
And I think that's so hard.
And then one of those children is a monster and can teleport into a different dimension.
Which is, brilliant.
But we won't give all his powers away because I forgot, because I saw The Incredibles and then I saw the short Jack, and my kid's got the book Jack. And he's been babysat, isn't he? And you only get the phone calls in the actual film.
Yeah.
So I didn't realise that no one knew he had powers yet.
No. Yeah, because I thought in the... because she didn't say anything, did she?
No, the
Just asked her to come
babysitter
home.
did. The babysitter knew about the powers, but none of the family know.
But I always thought, before I watched it this morning, I always thought the family knew, because right at the end, with Syndrome,
that's why
the baby keeps changing. He's like,
But they couldn't see, and there's even a line, what's going on up there?
Yeah.
So they don't know. Another returning character, which was a lot of people's favourite from the last one, played by Brad Bird, the director, is Edna Mole.
Hello, darlings.
The fashion designer.
Yeah.
She gets even more time, I think, as well.
Yeah.
As you say, it was a 2-hour film. Also, the villain, we're not going to spoil it here, but the villain is almost right. Do you know what I mean? I love it when they're not just stupid evil. They're kind of right. There's a big speech that the villain does, which makes sense, and you agree with, and you feel bad for agreeing with it. We get a load more superheroes than we from around the world that come together. Some really funny ones.
Oh, what was it? Reflux.
Reflux, yeah. We'll talk about him in the spoilers. Yeah, he's funny.
Void,
yeah. The Crusher or something like that.
something like that,
Yeah. All look ridiculous. The style of The Incredibles I always thought was quite extreme.
Yeah.
Mr. Incredible's massive. We get someone that makes him look skinny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The design of this film is crazy.
But I think what's cool about that is you got all these people who are superheroes and they've got really bad outfits.
Yeah.
And they've got bad style. In a way, if you really think about it, they kind of give away who they are, because, people watch a superhero family running around a baby, a fast little boy, black-haired girl.
Yeah.
A mum and a dad. And then next minute, they're all dressed in normal clothes, walking together, no one's going, hold on a minute.
This is why I think I prefer this. This is why I say they're the best superhero films ever made. It's got all the little niggly things about Superman's glasses and Bruce Wayne. It doesn't matter. It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be taken seriously. They have their little masks. They have secret identities, but it's not really... They don't dwell on it.
Yeah.
We've talked about the style of it. It's like 50s, but somehow in the future... it looks great. As you said, the animation's come along leaps and bounds since the last one.
Detail to water, hair, face, it's so much more noticeable.
We had some ridiculous superheroes, but I'm such a pervert, but Elastigirl has got some serious arse going on.
Yeah, she's got some hips.
She's got
tiny
some
little
serious
hips.
Like waist.
Oh no, tiny little waist, big hips.
Yeah, we talk about all the old comics objectified women and drew ridiculous proportion women. There's nothing really pervy about it. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, she's got.
No, she has.
Right?
Yeah, massively. Long legs, big like heels.
Yeah.
So they try to. I think they try to sex her up a little bit.
I think they did. Is it just me?
No, I think you're right. A lot of men like a big booty. So.
But even like top half, I think they might have enhanced her a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm glad you noticed that though.
No, there's a few things you kind of notice. I think Mr. Incredible's hair's changed from the first one.
Yeah, it gets big old stubble, big old tired eye. He basically doesn't sleep, does he? Because of his kids. Let's go spoilers now.
Yeah, I think we need to.
Let's talk specifics. Check time codes, because people don't seem to realise that we spoke to your mum today, didn't we?
Yeah.
Family barbecue. And apparently we're ruining films for her as well.
A lot of people say that. You keep telling us all about a film.
Yeah.
That's what...
Stop listening here and go to the time codes section of where it ends.
So, Mum, right now, Spoilers.
Yeah,
I repeat, spoilers.
Goodbye, Mum. See you later.
Yeah.
Okay, a specific scene I want to talk about is the first one. The Underminer comes up.
He gets away and you never know what happens.
I don't understand this. I was checking for credit scenes. The whole film, you don't see the Underminer again because he gets away.
With loads of money as well.
And I thought, they're going to clear this up, right? This Underminer is a bad guy. He's stolen from a bank and he's fucked off.
Yeah.
Where is he? There's no after credits.
No.
I actually looked it up today to see if we didn't stay long enough.
Oh, okay.
But when I stood up at the end, I wasn't expecting you to leave. I just needed to stretch my legs.
Okay.
I thought you were going to sit there for the whole credits.
I thought you were going to shout at me again. Get up! Fuck's sake!
There is. I read it online. There's little animations going on. The hand-drawn stuff, the stylized stuff. They sort of replay the whole film. And right at the end, you got the Underminer and his little drill. Right before the end of the credits.
Okay.
So I think we're supposed to think he's alive. But I'm surprised they didn't tie it up. So they use this new guy, Win. He's a rich telecoms head, something like that.
Yeah.
They use Elastigirl to, prove to the public that superheroes are a good thing. Because they're still illegal. Like the last film, they're still illegal superheroes.
Because it's not far ahead. Because as you say, the first one ended with the Underminer and started with the Underminer.
Yeah.
So you can, and I really like the Underminer scene.
Yeah, it's a great scene, but the character of the Underminer, you don't see him again.
No. So maybe there will be a third.
The baddie is a secret throughout, isn't it?
I kind of had a feeling it was going to be one of the brother or sister.
Yeah, the main guy who's trying to get these superheroes back together is Win, played by Bob Odenkirk, Saul from Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad. He's got a sister, which was a weird character because they didn't really go together, did they?
No.
The way she was designed, I think it was very neutral. Spoiler, she ends up being a bad guy who is called the Screen Slayer.
Yeah.
Screen Slave?
Slaver, yeah. I think
Something
Screen
like that.
Slaver.
So she's basically hypnotising people. So they designed her, the sister, to look quite neutral. So we didn't. So if you do it with a big nose or a pimple on her chin, people are like, that's the baddie.
Yeah.
So,
and I was glad because I think a lot of people would have expected Win to be the bad guy.
That's what I was thinking.
And I'm glad they didn't because that would just be too predictable. Because we had that in the first one, didn't we? In a sense, Syndrome.
Yeah.
He was a kid who was a big fan of Mr. Incredible, and by the end of it, he has become so bitter that he became the villain.
Yeah, it was the same kind of storyline where they pretend to be a fan of superheroes and then they end up being the main baddie. Yeah.
But the Win was generally a fan.
Yeah, he turned out to be a good guy, and it was his sister.
It was great when he's singing all the little theme tunes.
Yeah.
Like, Mr. Credible, smash, smash. It's like great.
It's like the old Captain America throws his mighty shield. Like we've got our own versions of those songs, haven't we? Have you got a favourite scene?
I got the bit I got two I liked. One of them that you probably couldn't see because you're fucking epileptic. That scene in the fight.
Well, do you know what? I was so happy because I never get a warning on the screen door. This is Cineworld, Crawley. You had a little thing up saying epilepsy warning.
Yeah.
So I know I'm going to expect something. So,
well, my missus said to me, "Oh look, it's an epileptic warning. You better tell Adam." I said, "Nah, just close his eyes."
Yeah.
I know you too well. I know you start seeing it and you'll close your eyes because you don't want to think. But did you see any of that scene?
Nah. Well, I knew it was coming.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fight in this room that's full of lights and flashing.
Elastigirl
LEDs.
Catches up with the baddie, the Screen Slaver.
Yeah.
Turns out it's not him. It's all to do with hypnosis and stuff. But yeah, that scene where the whole room's got this. I didn't see it.
It's like LED,
lights.
kind of like flashing lights, and it's kind of going to the music and the fights and the lights, the reflections. It looked wicked. I thought that's a really good scene, and I felt sorry for you that you couldn't see it properly. Maybe one day you can sit there, watch it, and then have a seizure, and then later you can say you've done it.
Yeah, I'll just wake up covered in piss.
Yeah. Was it worth it?
Was it worth it?
Yeah. No, but I really like that scene, and I love the baby Jack with the raccoon. I just thought that was so well put together.
It was great.
And when he's fighting him, and it kind of had to be separated by Mr. Incredible, he's like, what the hell's going on? And just changing, and this is where you kind of find new powers of Jack Jack.
Yeah, we could talk about new powers. The last one, you could see he could turn into like a Hulk-like baby, and he could catch on fire.
Yeah.
He can still do all those things, but he can also multiply.
That was great. He can kind of go massive.
Yeah.
A giant. That cracked me up.
They saved that for the last act.
Yeah.
And he doesn't just go massive. He just looks like a really fat baby because his face is still quite small. Yeah. That was great.
And he gets angry about a cookie. He's like,
yeah. So they have to feed him cookies to keep him happy and stop destroying things.
What I did think is I didn't see him go solid. You know when he can go like really heavy, solid mass?
Yeah, when in the Syndrome, when he dies, he has the baby, doesn't he?
Yeah,
like
and he does it.
And he turns into like lead.
Yeah.
But he does turn into like silly putty rubbery jelly.
Yeah, that's a new one, isn't it?
Well, I think he can just change density. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But that was good because I thought that might happen when, because he keeps going into a different dimension.
Yeah.
And he's trying to find him, and he's like, you can hear Jack Jack, but you can't see him, and also he just pops out of nowhere.
This is where Edna Mole comes in. She babysits and basically gives him this suit and gives them all the tech they need to predict his next sort of sneeze or outburst.
Because certain things follow, don't they? So if he loses his temper and becomes the little monster, he'll go to fire next.
Fire is brilliant because she builds in this suit into this suit, this sort of foam. It's like a fire retardant, which you can press a button and it puts him out basically. And they can track him when when he disappears.
Yeah,
he's actually, we find out he's in another dimension of like one of four, so he can still hear everyone. It's really weird. Yeah. And they can track him and find him and stuff. And all these powers are used to brilliant effect. Other superhero films, they don't really use their powers like they should, and you're always thinking, well, why didn't they do that there? And why didn't they just do this? It's really, there's a lot of thought behind their powers.
One power we didn't get is that he can make himself look like that person.
Oh, that was weird, but I liked it. It goes to Edna Mole's house, and she hates babies.
Yeah,
and she's looking at him. She doesn't know he's like multi-powered.
Yeah, and
his face just slowly changes into hers.
Like his nose pops out like a little pig.
Yeah, which is a power we've seen with like Mr. Fantastic, things like that. That was crazy.
And then the hair and that, and he just fires up, and she panics, but then he floats back down.
Yeah.
So she realises something incredible about him and special.
And she hangs on to him after that.
But when he comes back to pick him up, he kind of mimicking Edna's kind of moves with the lolly and like, follow me, he's like going down.
Just the little things in this film make me laugh. A little thing in a big scene. Well, it's not that little. I like motorbikes. I've owned a lot over the years, so I like a good motorcycle chase. Elastigirl, one of the best characters in this, she's got an electric bike, but it splits in half. Yeah. So because she's elastic, she can then disconnect the front of the bike to the back, get through tunnels, jump, leap, give herself a bit of a boost. The way whoever wrote that and planned that scene out is a genius because it's great. She's chasing a monorail. Yeah, what was the Jack Jack scene?
Yeah.
What do you think of the final act, the final scene? The big boat.
On the boat thing?
Yeah, he gathers all the superheroes to sign, for the signing of, to legalise superheroes.
Yeah.
He gets them all in his big boat, and you're thinking, well, he's a baddie and he's going to kill them all on that boat. But he's not the baddie. The screenslaver, who is the sister of Bob Odenkirk's character, Wynn, she made these goggles to control people, and she puts them on all the main characters pretty much. Yeah. So they have to be rescued off this boat by the rest of the family, which is Jack Jack, Dash and Violet.
Because earlier on we was introduced to all these supers, like Void.
Void I liked.
Reflux,
They used her, Portal, the old game.
Yeah.
That's basically what she is. But they do that really well, yeah.
Yeah, she sounded cool. She's obviously young.
Yeah, she's nervous. I'll be interested to look up who plays her.
And it was
I
quite...
really recognised her, actually.
What I liked was the fact that I thought we weren't going to see anything really of these characters. I thought they were just more like, oh look, we're new characters, introducing, but you actually see their powers of all of them, and that was quite cool. So you're seeing how the Incredibles have to deal with like Void, how they protect themselves from Reflux, the old dude who spits out volcano lava kind of style. Yeah,
his throat sort of bulges out and he
looks like a weird
lava.
Muppet. Did you think that?
He's meant to be just some old guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he looks like a Muppet. Should be part of the Hendersons, creations.
What I was saying about how their powers are used really well.
Yeah.
They're used really well against each other in fight scenes.
Yeah.
You mentioned Void. Obviously, there's a fight with Violet. I don't know if that's obvious to you. And she can make herself become inside her force field.
Yeah.
So obviously Void can get inside her force field. So she just makes 2 portals and... Yeah, I like that.
The Crusher bloke. And when he crushed all the pipes...
Yeah.
And Mr. Incredible's like, can you uncrush them? He's like, what? You know, no one's ever asked me to uncrush something, you know.
So that... and Frozone's used really well to stop this boat, or help stop the boat.
Because they kind of... the boat gets turned towards the city, but they need to turn it right or left.
It's
but they choose
turned
right.
by, Mr. Incredible with his goggles on and Elastigirl and Frozone, all being controlled by...
Evelyn.
Yeah.
And Wynn kind of realises, hold on a minute, have you given them new masks? Because they've all got goggles on. I always thought, Dash is so fast, why don't they just fly past and take them off? But then that would just ruin the fight scenes and, it would have been a shorter film. I
like how he's not just a blur, and you hear his footsteps sort of speed up and slow down. Like every footstep you hear. I love that.
But he's like a kid when he gets in the... I'm going to just jump back a bit to when they go into the house. Like, you can stay in this house.
They get a new house, yeah.
Yeah, and it's got all these like components on remote control, and he's so excited. He's just like pressing all these buttons, like, wow, look at this,
there's
which a
holes.
Teenager kid would be,
Yeah, you make holes in the floor for water features, but then he fucks it all up, and all the furniture falls into the water. Yeah, the boat scene was great. But even though it was the big action piece, stepping away from that film, my favourite scenes were just Mr. Incredible trying to sort out his family. Obviously, the girl Violet, she's got a date, which is really awkward for him, and it doesn't go to plan. So he tries to set up another date, and it's really awkward. Takes her to the restaurant where the boy she likes works, and she burps up a drink through her nose. And she's just so embarrassed, and he's so happy that he thinks he's done the right thing.
Because she's still a teenage girl,
Yeah. Did you like the scene where she's adolescent now and she's revolting against superheroes? And she tries to like put a costume down a garbage disposal.
And then throwing it around, stretching, nothing's happening.
And she's up and down the stairs. She comes back, has another rant, and just these 3 guys, the Jack, Dash and her dad, are just looking at her like, oh my God, what do we do?
Yeah.
And he goes, is she going through adolescence, Dad? Yeah. That's great. Did you understand how she feels and why they don't really understand?
I think it gives me more fear, though, of when I'll have to go through this with my kids.
Yeah.
Because, being a dad, we get that already. Little tantrums.
Yeah, I think you got boys and girls. I've got a girl, so I think, we're going to find it hard. Talking of kids... Our kids, my nephew, I was trying to get some sort of information out of him, like what was your best, because I can use it in the podcast, like what do kids like about this film. And what was your best favourite bit? All of it. No, go on, the one bit that was, no, all of it, Uncle Adam, And then I said, the car, did you like the car? Yeah, that's my favourite bit, the car. So I don't know what his favourite bit was, but the car was cool.
I just get saying to my kids, did you enjoy it? And they're like, don't know. Like, what? And then outside with cinema, one of them, my eldest was going, she liked Jack. Okay. And my youngest daughter was going, I like Elastigirl.
Okay.
So
is that the one that likes Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna who likes Elastigirl, loves Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
She's got a Wonder Woman comic that she reads in bed and makes up stories to herself.
Oh, bless her.
It's brilliant. I'm not reading it to her. She takes it to bed, or she pulls it out from the side of her bed and makes up stories.
So these are inspiring female superheroes.
Yeah.
That
so I think
are inspiring your daughter. I like that your eldest like Jack because that's like our favourite character, our favourite scene, and it's also, when does that happen? It's never the favourite of your kids. It's the same as yours.
I think a lot of people like Jack from the first one. Yeah, because he's got this cuteness about him, and it's like
he's animated perfectly. Yeah, we've all had babies.
It's still voiced by the same person who voiced the baby in the first one.
Because the way he goes to sleep, the way he gets up, the way he looks at certain things,
talk about getting up.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. every time he puts him to bed, he walks back in the front room and Jack's on the sofa with a remote control watching TV.
Yeah, and of course he doesn't know how he's getting out because he doesn't know he's got powers yet.
Yeah.
When does Mr. Incredible learn that Jack's got powers? It's when he's fighting the raccoon. Right?
And starts seeing him do all this stuff. He's like,
I love how this raccoon doesn't give up in this fight, and then the raccoon gets trapped in a bit of
I thought he was dead then. I thought he was going to be dead.
And then, did you?
Yeah,
it's a kids' film. Animals don't die.
I know.
And Jack's sort of middle distance, and he's got this angry face, and he just lights up, just like Firestarter. You know, it's terrifying.
He's throwing sunbeds out the way.
Oh, he can also. He's got telekinesis as well. He's got everything, so he can move stuff as well. Yeah.
So,
God, that would be terrifying in real life. You've got a baby that can do all this stuff.
Yeah. But he kind of starts the saving of the superheroes at the end, because he kind of floats towards Elastigirl on the boat, and he grabs and he kind of shakes, and her glasses come off, and then that's when
I love that. Everyone's in trouble, and it's just them three left at home. You got Violet, Dash, and Jack, and she's like, "What are we going to do?"
Yeah.
Well, we've got our powers, and they both realise we got Jack, this kid that can do anything, even though it's random.
Yeah.
And he sort of saves the day and starts the saving process.
Laser eyes when he's shooting lasers, and they're like. Yeah. Laser eyes, Jack, and they pick him up and use him like a little gun.
Yeah, brilliant. Good. Well, I'm going to do some thumbs up. What do you think? You got anything else to say? Go see it, right?
Yeah, definitely see it. It's written great. It's directed great. It looks great.
It's worth the wait. 14 years.
Yeah, definitely. It's I'm glad we were reviewing it as our review of the week.
Yeah.
No, because there's a few out this week, and we decided to go with this one, and I'm glad we did.
Were you thinking otherwise because it's a kids' film? You're thinking maybe we shouldn't review it?
No, not at all. I think that a lot of listeners would love Pixar. You know, I don't think Pixar.
I don't see them as kids' films. Pixar.
Yeah, and what I'd say we haven't spoke about is what I really like is that what I really like about Pixar films is before you watch Pixar film, there's like a short.
Yeah.
Now, and I knew this short was coming. Was it Bayo?
I don't know what it was called. It was about a mum that creates
dumplings.
A little dumpling that becomes a kid. It was so good. Yeah.
Like when he wants to play football and he like heads the ball and flattens his head.
He's made out of a dumpling, so his head just goes flat. It's very emotional. It's about your kid fleeing the nest. I don't want to spoil it because I want people to watch it. Probably my favourite short so far. Yeah,
there's some good shorts. I always... see, tired now. I always like the volcano short.
I didn't really.
I like that one.
That was really well done as well, though. It looked great.
I think maybe because I listened to the music of it all the time with kids.
Music was gorgeous.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the look of the female island. Maybe that was it. I can't remember what that was called. That was good. I like the one with the bird, the stork delivering babies.
Oh,
yeah. And the clouds. This short was great, and what I love about all these shorts is they're totally different style from the film, the feature film.
I agree with you there.
This massive heads, wasn't it? Yeah, really good.
So so you want to rate this film?
Mate, it's obvious what I'm going to give it. 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up from me as well. Definitely go and see this film. Check it out.
Okay, welcome to the news. Beep, 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 beep. This just in. Well, beep, 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 beep. I'm just trying to make it sound professional.
Yeah.
This just in. Over to Mark.
Me? Oh yeah, me. The Joker origin movie. You know that we were getting done.
This has been going on a while.
Yeah, it's coming soon. Oh, it starts filming supposedly January.
So this is definitely happening.
Yeah,
now?
definitely.
Okay.
Joaquin Phoenix is going to be playing the Joker. It's going to be a standalone film, isn't it?
You were saying to me it's going to be a different Joker.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
Basically, what I've heard is that this one's going to have a big Thomas Wayne, Bruce Wayne's dad.
Oh.
So Batman's dad is going to have a bigger part in it, which suggests to me that there's not going to be a Batman in it, which is probably a good thing. I love Batman. Don't get me wrong. I want Batman all the time. I love Batman.
What do you mean? This is before Bruce Wayne's born?
Yeah, I think a bit like the old 1989. Is it 1989 Batman?
What,
Tim Burton?
Yeah.
And it was kind of like the Joker was kind of responsible for his parents' death.
Yeah.
So I think they're kind of looking like it's leaning that way. They said that he's going to play a major role in the film. This is obviously just speculation as far as I know, but this is what's come out over the last few days. Obviously, Batman, the reason Batman became Batman, or Bruce Wayne became Batman, was because of his death of his parents.
Yeah, well, I like this idea, because as soon as I hear another Joker, another Batman, I'm like, But then I hear Joaquin Phoenix, and I'm like, yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix, I think, is a brilliant actor, and I think he's got that kind of, I don't know, something about him that's just got this kind of...
Mate, they won't need makeup on his eyes, because he's got the darkest fucking eyes of any actor.
We saw him not long ago in You Were Never Really Here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of films that he's a bad guy in. I can only think of Gladiator.
Yeah.
He can play good or bad.
I personally think he'll look awesome, because I don't think they're going to go too comical like Jack Nicholson. I think they're going to more like maybe Heath Ledger, a bit more toned down kind of look.
I like Heath Ledger. I mean, I love him in that film, but I want something completely different. I want something we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
I don't want the gangster Joker. I don't really want the big fucking laugh.
I'm hoping you're right that this is going to be how it is. His dad, Thomas Wayne, in it. You kind of see a different side. So
you want a Batman prequel, basically?
Yeah, maybe they'll do it at the end where you see that he's like, that's it, I'm going to get revenge on the Joker,
Yeah.
So, you don't have to see Batman at all.
I want Joaquin Phoenix to have, I don't know, just to be a bad guy. You can understand why he does the stuff he does.
But in the same time, I don't want to know his origin story.
Right.
What I love about what I know about the Joker is I don't know fuck all. I don't know, like in the films, there's always suggestions of how he got his scars or how he became the way he became,
That's what I like about Dark Knight.
But no one actually turns around and goes, oh, this happened to me and it's true fact, everything's speculation. That's what I like.
Yeah, you don't want him dunked in the pot of chemicals and all that. We don't need to know.
No,
we don't need another one, do we?
But I mean, what... Talk about the Dark Knight. You just talk about it was when every time someone talked about how he got the scars, the story was always different.
Yeah,
and you can't believe him. You can't trust him. You can't believe him.
No.
That's what I loved about the Joker.
Yeah,
I love the fact
you don't get an explanation for Heath Ledger's character, but it alludes to certain things.
Yeah,
I think I heard once someone talking about he's like a veteran. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to like a different direction for the Joker.
It's been directed by Todd.
Is this not a Scorsese Joker then?
No, he's a producer.
Right.
I think he's producing it, but it's been directed by the bloke who directed Hangover and War Dogs.
The best Hangover is the first one, right?
Yeah, I think he directed all three of those, though, didn't he?
Oh, did he? Okay.
Todd Phillips, I think, or something like that.
War Dogs I quite liked.
With,
Yeah, so this is now definite. We've been speculating for weeks. This is now a definite film that's going to happen.
Yeah. Supposedly I got I didn't get told. I read that it's going to be January 2019 is going to start production.
Okay. Well, I've got some more definite news. This has been going up and down, back and forth for ages. Zombieland 2. It's definitely happening. I mean, I love my favourite rom-com, whatever they call it, romance, comedy, zombie, is obviously Shaun of the Dead. But close second would be Zombieland with Woody Harrelson. He's brilliant. And they've been trying to make a number 2 for years. I mean, this is nearly 10 years old. Can you believe that? Zombieland?
Why is it taking so long to make a sequel?
I've got my own theories. I think it's because people like Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, they weren't really known 2009. But since Zombieland, they're like Oscar nominated. I mean, did he win an Oscar for Social Network? Or was nominated?
I think he was nominated. I don't think he won one.
Emma Stone, she's obviously won for La La Land. Yeah, and nominated for Birdman, I think.
Yeah.
So they're just massive actors who've got a lot of work on. They're not going to go back to a low budget zombie film. But they love the film. They love the characters they played, so they're going to get back together and do it. You got Abigail Breslin coming back, so you got all the original cast, but no release date or anything. Just
is Bill Murray coming back?
Well, I don't know, but I'd like him to.
Great,
was he killed in the last one?
No, I remember him in the house. Oh, I think he was killed.
He was killed mistakenly because he dressed as a zombie.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember? Yeah. But he's actually human,
and
then he gets mistaken, and yeah. But
that'd be good. I'd enjoy that film. It's do you think he got his Twinkies in the end?
I was going to say, yeah.
It's going to, because that was quite funny in the first one where he's always after his Twinkies.
Yeah.
So is Harrison coming back for it as well then?
Sorry, mate, drinking tea. Yeah. So I think he's always been up for it.
Yeah.
He was an established actor.
Oh, he's a great actor
already. 2009, obviously. So yeah, I think it's because Jesse Eisenberg and Emma Stone have sort of blown up since then.
Yeah.
And they do big films, a lot of films, don't they? Yeah, I've heard rumours that sort of the zombies are dying out, and there's now like super zombies. That might not be true. It might be
just super zombie.
I don't know, like a big, massive zombie,
like a hybrid version.
They can only be killed by headshots. But I don't know if that's actual news or just some bullshit.
In my head, I thought you said hedgehogs. So fucking, how are you going to kill
them? They can only be killed by hand jobs. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think you had another bit of news.
Yeah, I just I didn't even know this was in talks, but supposedly it's going ahead that Neil Blomkamp is directing Robocop, a remake of Robocop.
I heard that today. I heard that. Yeah. So he wanted to do Alien, and he weren't allowed to do that.
Which I think he would have done a fucking awesome job at.
Mate, I sat through Prometheus and what's the last one called? Fucking
Alien
Covenant.
Yeah.
Covenant. Yeah, and I just sat there thinking, I wish it was Ripley. And
did you see his artwork though when he died?
Yeah,
oh, fucking
that's
awesome.
what I was excited
about. It had Newton and everything in it, which looked really great. Yeah. And I thought, this could be quality. And I think Ridley Scott went, no, I'm doing my one. Fuck you, I'm doing my one. And, and took it away from everybody else.
Yeah. I'm not saying Prometheus and Covenant are bad films, but they're fucking messy.
They're not the best.
No. Do you know anything about the Robocop film? It's a bit
only
close.
The originals, but not this one.
There's it's a bit close to the last one we had, isn't it?
Who's that geezer? Joe Kidman or something.
Yeah, he's in The Killing, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And,
which I didn't think it was that bad in the Robocop. It weren't the greatest film, but it weren't the worst film I've ever fucking seen.
Nah, it was alright.
I think the problem is, whenever you make a film that's from a cult classic of so many people's childhood, especially around our age, we grew up with stuff. I watched Robocop, the first one, when my daughter was being born. Was waiting for my wife. She was taking forever to push this kid out, and it's going to kill me. But I was like, it was 2012, and I had Robocop on the laptop while she was like, I was like, look, watch this bit, just like, fuck's sake. Because I didn't know, it was my first kid, so I bought loads of films, and that was one of them. Yes, I'd always remember that.
Were you even in the same room?
Yeah, I was in the same room. But we kind of
I imagined you'd gone home.
Babe, just give me a call when you need a few more centimetres. No, no, it's so I love the original.
That was your first kid.
Yeah, my first.
Where the fuck were you for the second and third down the cinema?
Yeah. I couldn't miss those unlimited screenings.
I know where you were by the third. You're probably in CEX Exchange getting some 50p Blu-rays.
I've seen it all before, but you never know what you're going to get in here.
Anyway, Robocop is greenlit, but we don't know when it's coming out.
I look forward to it. Yeah, anything with his. I enjoyed all his District 9.
Elysium,
yeah.
Matt Damon looked cool in that.
And that's kind of like all robot-y, kind of futuristic kind of stuff as well, wasn't it? So
yeah, I want a District 10 or whatever they call it. I want to know what happens with District 9.
But he does a lot of shorts, and he's doing, trying to make these into bigger films.
They get some. I think Dakota Fanning was in one of his last shorts, so they get some big names.
Yeah, there's a few out now, and I like that because he's giving it free to the public. Watch these, check them out.
So does this mean Sharlto Copley is going to be Robocop? Because he'll be in it, right?
He's got to be. He's in all of his films, isn't he?
Yeah, I've got one more bit of news. I'll get it up on the screen because I can't remember. Yeah, The Nevers, it was called. Okay. He's going back to TV. Joss Whedon. The man from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
The one who was going to do Batgirl, but he didn't have a script or a story for it.
He's been caught up in this Me Too movement. He's been in some trouble for some...
Do you think that's the real reason he gave up Batgirl?
I think so.
Because it can't be that hard to come up with a story. I could come up with a story about Batgirl.
Oh, he said, didn't he? I had a really good story, and then he had to leave the project. Anyway, the Nevers, apparently this is the most ambitious narration he's ever done.
Okay.
I like that he's going back to TV. I thought Buffy the Vampire Slayer was good. I didn't really get into it.
No, nor did I.
But he does write well for female leads. So I'll just give you a little bit of the Nevers. It's going to be an epic science fiction drama about a gang of Victorian women. I'm not joking. They find themselves with unusual abilities. So this sounds like X-Men in the 1800s.
But as soon as you say Victorian, I'm just like,
we were talking about this earlier because we've got wives who are very specific about which genres they like and don't like. And we always say, there's good films in every genre. Do you know what I mean? My brother's always like, I hate sci-fi. And I go, what about Minority Report? Oh, apart from that one.
Oh, what was that film he was talking about?
Back to the Future. Yeah, that one's all right. So, Victorian and period stuff, I just don't want to watch them. But I should, because they're not all bad.
Yeah, I know, but I find it hard. Like I was saying earlier, I can't get around to watching Downton Abbey. It just looks fucking boring to me. And I can't... It probably ain't. It's, people rave about it, so it can't be bad, but it's just something that doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, I mean, we watched trailers. Keira Knightley's in a new film, and, it's period. Colette, it's called. She writes a book, don't get credit for it. I think it's a true story.
Okay.
But just the period setting, my face just drops, and I think I can't be bothered. But, it's probably a brilliant film, so... I'm going to open my mind and watch some more
after you
Sense
let
and
me
Sensibility.
know. You tell me that can be one of your what you've been up to. This week on What You Been Up To, I've been watching The Crown.
Yeah.
Downton Abbey. Fuck off. Give me something good.
Well, this is going to be, special powers, Victorian ladies.
It's going to be a bit like, like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
That's what I thought when I read it, which I didn't mind.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No. As soon as it said someone, it's got zombies, I don't give a fuck. They're wearing them dodgy corsets and dresses. Not my cup of tea.
No, fair enough.
Big frilly pants. No, thanks.
I've seen your pants. They're quite frilly. Right,
They're comfortable.
Let's end that news segment then. I'm back in a second. So, mate, got some trailers this week. Not many.
No.
Do you know what? I've just realised I didn't get you biscuits.
No, fucking useless.
Ollie got you a Kit Kat last
week.
Got
me a 4-finger Kit Kat.
Cheeky
this
bastard.
Week I've got a bare fucking table, no biscuits, empty cup of tea because I drank it. But that's not the point.
That's a big tea as well.
On our list of jobs to do, your wife is supposed to make me tea, but where is she right now?
In bed.
Asleep.
She won't be asleep. She'll be up doing her work, and we make her go upstairs.
Should we call her? Sarah, come here.
We need a little bell.
Yeah.
There's a trailer called The Darkest Minds. I really want to know what you think of that. So I'll give you a bit of the story. What I thought was, something about the future, and no one's having any more kids. So the very few kids that are left get special powers.
Yeah. Or is it like, I thought it was all kids have powers, not the parents, and it's like...
Oh, I heard a line at the beginning, there's no kids
That's
left.
how much it appealed to me. Fucking listen.
Well, the first little scene in the trailer, they're lining up these kids. It looked a lot like, you've got the kids lining up, being marched along jumpsuits. So I thought this is a bit like, do you remember the girl with all the gifts?
Yeah, which I liked. I like that film.
Yeah, Paddy Constantine and Gemma Arterton. I like that. But it wasn't like that. It just suddenly turned into fucking X-Men.
Yeah, but like a poor version, like it should be on...
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that'd be on at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon for the kids to watch while you're in the kitchen cooking dinner.
Yeah, but this is a big budget film.
Yeah.
But just, I didn't want to see it.
But it's like, whatever happens, don't look back. When he throws a tree across the road, I was like, wow, well done, mate.
That was a bit, reminded me of Chronicle, when they've got the powers.
Yeah.
And he just takes the car out.
Yeah.
Why didn't that kid in that trailer just take the car out?
Exactly.
Don't put a tree in the way.
Yeah.
Just fucking take the car out.
We're going to put a tree in the way, so he has to figure a way to get round the tree to still chase us.
Yeah.
No. A lot of it, I just looked at it and I just thought, oh, this looks so fucking cheesy. It looks... We've had X-Men, all right?
We've still got X-Men. We've got another one.
We're still waiting for a good X-Men, you know? Not that the first few weren't so bad, but I mean, like...
Yeah.
Something's going to blow your fucking mind.
Well, we've got X-Men and we know all their powers. I don't want any more fucking powers.
Yeah, it just feels like they're jumping on the bandwagon to do a superhero film.
Well, it
should be made for TV, this thing, you know?
They want to do superhero because it's popular, and they want to do, what's it called?
Teen movie?
Yeah, they want to do young adult. It looks like a young adult fiction.
Yeah.
Screenplay of a novel or something.
Yeah. I think everyone's hoping for the next, like, Twilight or the Harry Potter.
Because then we'll have, like, 10 of them, and the last one will be split into 3.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered with
that.
Mate,
this one doesn't appeal to you that much.
Yeah.
So you probably won't need to worry about the 10th one being split into 3, because you'll be like, bollocks, I'm not watching any of them.
But we do a podcast now. You're going to make me watch them.
No, I'm not going to make you watch them. We'll find something else.
Okay.
We'll watch fucking Mamma Mia, like we were talking about earlier.
Did you say Mamma Mia is the only one out that week or something?
Next week, isn't it?
Next week.
And Hotel Artemis. And we're like, no, we'll do Hotel Artemis because there's no way we're doing...
Yeah. If we do Mamma Mia, will it just be my mum and one of her friends doing the podcast for us? Yeah.
Prancing in.
Yeah.
Singing, my.
Waterloo. Is that in it? Okay.
So I'm disappointed. I think that trailer didn't look great. I'm a bit...
What was it called again?
The Darkest Minds.
Darkest Minds. Okay.
Don't get me wrong. If we see it and it's completely the opposite to the trailer, but they kind of, I think the problem with these films is they kind of throw in all this stuff which you've seen all before.
Yeah.
Like young lovers, people against all odds overcome.
Young adult stuff is generally about adults are the enemy and kids.
Because teenagers will be like, we relate to this. Yeah. I hate my mum. She took my fucking PlayStation.
Yeah.
But my boyfriend, Cliff, he lets me play with his Game Boy.
Cliff?
Oh, fuck knows.
That's brilliant. Oh, you should have called your son Cliff. That's a great name.
Cliff, come here.
Yeah.
Get away from the fucking dog. I don't know why. Give me a dog.
Getting a bit carried away there. Yeah. So we're in trailers segment.
Yes.
You got another one?
I can't remember what it's called. What's that one?
A Simple Favour. Did you see that one?
The Blake Lively one.
Yeah. So I saw the picture, the thumbnail. I saw Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't even want to watch this trailer. It's just like two birds.
Yeah.
But this is why you should watch trailers, because it looked good.
But doesn't it say the director's Paul Fig?
Yeah.
Isn't he like Ghostbusters, the last film we done?
Yeah, he does a lot of female.
Comedy, yeah.
Bridesmaids?
Which was probably my wife's favourite film.
Yeah, it's funny, mate. I'll take that out.
Yeah. That one.
But this is not a comedy, is it?
No, not at all.
It started off. We've got Anna Kendrick.
I thought she was going to jump out in song.
Yeah.
Pitch Perfect.
She's got to be the cutest person alive, right?
Yeah.
But she seems to get quite serious roles as well.
Yeah.
She's a good actress. But she's cute, man. She's a mum. She meets Blake Lively's character. And she's like a mysterious woman.
Everything seems kind of normal. She's quite jokey to start off with, and then she takes a picture. Yeah.
Anna Kendrick takes a photo of her new friend, and she's like, delete that picture.
Like I do. I take pictures of all my friends at work. You're not my friend, but I want you to be, so I'm going to take a picture of you.
What else can I say about this trailer? Yeah, so it started off, maybe turned into sort of a psychological thriller, and then it looked like more of a crime thriller because this woman disappears.
It reminded me a bit that Ben Affleck...
Gone Girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of... She's gone missing, but what's happened?
Yeah.
Is it going to be similar to that? Is she actually missing, or is she all part of a big scam?
Yeah, and
they're saying
husband...
he took out a bigger loan, a $4 million life insurance loan.
Life insurance, yeah. So is the dad involved? And then the last scene of the trailer's like, I saw my mum, the kid of Blake Lively's missing character.
Emily.
Yeah. Is Emily the name of her?
I think her character's called Emily.
Yeah, she disappeared. And her kid, she said say hi to Stephanie, which is it's just freaky.
Yeah. Scene. You got two beautiful women there. Easy on the eye.
Mate, that's all you care about, isn't it?
Yeah. That's it. That's the only reason I'm going to watch it. You know, I'm like, wow.
She does good with red hair.
Yeah, she does.
We've got to stop talking about what women look like every time we review women.
Yeah. I just think you can look at an actor or an actress.
Of course you can. I'm joking.
No, yeah, I know.
We never say, "Oh, that woman looks shit," though, do we?
Look at that fucking pig. I don't want to watch that.
I think I slagged some women off a couple of podcasts ago. Yeah. But I slag men off the same.
Yeah, so. Don't listen to any of the previous podcasts where we slag off people. No, it's psychological thriller crime story going along. It's based off a book, and I've not read the book. I've never heard of the book.
Did you read Gone Girl?
No, okay. I haven't. I got Gone Girl when I bought the DVD.
Girl on the Train?
No, I saw that film which bored me.
Yeah. I haven't read any of these books either.
Have you seen any of them?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
Yeah. Did you like Girl on the Train?
Did they have Blake Lively in?
No, that was Emily Blunt, I think.
That's it.
Is it Emily Blunt? Yeah. She was drunk.
There's a blonde lady, isn't there, in it? Might be similar to Blake Lively.
Yeah, all blonde girls look like Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds' wife.
Yeah, that's going to sound weird because I'm going to cut that. And it's going to be, all blonde women look like Ryan Reynolds' wife.
Cut it like, all blonde women look like Ryan Reynolds' wife.
That was too loud. Got to cut that as well. So it looks interesting.
I think it looks good.
You go see that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So that's trailers, right?
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Oh, Goosebumps. Before we go, let's just talk about Goosebumps 2.
Yeah. I like Goosebumps.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad.
Jack Black. The kid from 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah. The first one. The second one's boring.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you didn't like the second series, did you?
No. We're not going to go back into that fucking thing.
Did we ever talk about it on the podcast?
We talked a little bit about it, didn't we?
I cut the bit.
Yeah, you cut it all out, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like, Mark's so fucking boring. I'm going to
No. It was accidental cut.
No. But you did say it disappeared.
It's a series about teen suicide. Yeah. And you said something like, it's just a bunch of moaning kids.
It fucking was, though.
Yeah.
It just made me more depressed.
That's
thinking, you kids have got it so fucking hard. Yeah. Oh, poo me. Anyway, we're not talking about that fucking film. We're not talking about the first Goosebumps.
I'd like to say I'd take teen suicide quite seriously.
I'll take all suicide seriously.
You're laughing about that. What do you think of the Goosebumps trailer?
What, the second one?
Yeah.
I was glad the doll's in it. I always remember the doll from the books when I was a kid.
I read the books, yeah.
I read a few of them. I didn't read all of them because there's quite a fucking lot
600
of them.
600 and something in there.
Is there?
I don't know. They said it in the trailer, how many there were.
There's quite a lot. And
maybe 60 something.
Yeah, maybe not 600. Writing fucking one book's hard enough.
Yeah, but we got no Jack Black.
Yeah.
We got none of the original cast.
I thought that Jack Black might pop in the end or something, but I IMDb'd him. He's not in the credit list or anything like that. And I was like, okay, so he's probably definitely not in it.
No. So we've got a new bunch of kids. Is that old house the kids go to, the house
from the first
one? Yeah.
And they find a secret room, and they find a chest in there, and they find a book in there.
Yeah, it's just one book, the Halloween one, which has got every fucking monster in. So I like those gnomes in the first one.
Yeah, so the gummy bears are like the gnomes in this one. Did you notice? Like in the first one, you had the gnomes, and they're like, they're really sweet. And then they'll show their little teeth, and they're being violent. And this is a bit like the gummy bears who are doing exactly the same thing. And they all form to make one big fucking gummy bear.
I know this is a kid family film, but as soon as I see those kids go into that house, since seeing it, the remake, I always think that's what's going to happen.
Did I tell you the time I thought I put Goosebumps on the TV series for my 3-year-old, because she watches some stuff and she's engrossed in TV. She loves film. And she was freaking out because this evil sponge, it was this tiny sponge, but it had like teeth.
I remember.
And then right at the end, it was like, watch out for the killer potato. And this potato, they turn it around, it's going, little teeth. And she was like, my daughter's fucking terrified.
Yeah.
I thought, this is a kid's TV series.
But I feel like you would have gone and got a potato from the...
and put it under a pillow.
Yeah.
That's going to scare you tomorrow.
If I was ever your kid... No, that sounds weird. I'm going to find out.
Get out of bed, Adam. What do you want for breakfast?
What was I going to say?
If you was ever my kid.
Mate, I'd be worried if I was your kid and getting scared because you'd be scheming. Like what you did with the witch's
photo.
Yeah, under the pillow. That's terrible. They're tough, your kids, though, man. They don't care.
Yeah, definitely.
So this looks all right. Goosebumps.
Yeah, I'd watch it. I'll definitely make the kids watch it. They'll enjoy it.
Let's stop blabbering. Let's do what you've been up to, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Get a drink.
Mark, so what you been up to? Wait there. I'll do my what you been up to. Shall I?
I gotta wait.
Yeah, you got to wait till I do my whole what you been... No, I'm going to make you ask me. Go on.
Go on. Okay. Adam, what you been? What would it be? What? Adam, whatever. Fuck's sake! I do this all the time. What you been watching? What you been up to?
There you go. All right.
Adam, what you been up to?
Not much.
Okay,
I'm
this
joking.
week,
I saw, well, you saw it as well. Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. In what?
Rock the Dwayne Johnson. In Skyscraper.
Hold a minute. So we're allowed to, from now on, we can go to cinema, watch a film, use it as our watch I've been watching. Okay.
Yeah,
cool. Sounds good.
I don't think we were ever going to do a review of this film.
Nah. I think there's more important ones.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Do you know what the director said? He said, I know it's just Die Hard in a building. And I was like, Die Hard is Die Hard in a building. What a weird thing to say. It's not going to be a proper review, but I kind of want to know what you thought of it.
No, before I give you my opinions, because it's your watch you've been up to, you need to tell me what you think of it. You know, and tell us a little bit about it, man.
I didn't hate it. I didn't like it.
Did you think you was going to go and hate it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ultimately went in and went, I'm going to hate this fucking film.
Well, I didn't see Rampage. I won't ask you what you thought. Was it better than Rampage, this film?
In ways, yeah.
Okay, because I thought Rampage would be rubbish.
Yeah.
There's a good film in there somewhere. I love Dwayne, The Rock Johnson.
He's my man crush, we got to say it. I've got a soft spot for that bloke. I think, it doesn't matter how much shit he churns out, I still like him. You know?
I think maybe I got a bit of the Rock fatigue. I don't know, but he was good in it. You got Neve Campbell. I never know how to say her name.
Sorry, I know we always talk about what women look like, but I think she looks a lot better now that she's older. Not that she looked ugly before, but I think she's
grown into her face.
Yeah,
mate. Yeah. You can talk about what women look like. They all look good. What about the kids? Do you think the kids look good?
Yeah,
we'll stop it there.
Yeah. No.
My opinion. Remember, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Your opinion. Stop asking me questions. I was supposed to ask you questions.
Okay.
So, what did you think of the kids? Did you like the look of the kids?
No comment. They were good at acting.
Did you think the kids needed to be in it?
Well, he needed that. Couldn't just be his wife.
But she could have been pregnant.
He had to rescue his kids. Yeah, but then she couldn't do all that martial arts shit she was doing.
Oh, yeah.
This is pretty much what you expect this film.
Yeah.
But there is way too much exposition. He literally talks to himself the whole film, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And there's really...
Where are you hiding that secret panel?
I've got to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can see you do it. Don't tell us what you do. But then it's a typical action trope, isn't it?
It's definitely one of those films that you watch and you like throughout the whole film, they're telling you the next step.
Yeah.
Or they're telling you the next 2 steps ahead.
Yeah.
So you kind of know what's going to happen.
It's for thick people, but I would have enjoyed I just want to sit and enjoy a shitty action film.
Yeah.
But because I'm such an irritable person, when they start explaining the plot and what they're doing to themselves in a room by themselves, I can't help
Did they
just
do that in the 80s?
Get annoyed.
Because in the 80s, a lot of action films were unbelievable.
Let's talk about Die Hard then. Did he talk to himself a lot? Not a lot.
No, he'd say stuff like, when he was pissed off, but like, that's how I fucking, mess you up and all that.
Yeah.
But he didn't really explain what his next plan of action was.
Yeah.
He didn't go, right, I'm going to go through the wind turbine, what the fuck are they called?
Oh, turbine.
Wind turbine.
This amazing tall building, tallest in the world, it's got a big old wind turbine in it, yeah.
Yeah. Which... you can kind of see what the idea was,
Yeah.
And
it's fine. Just don't tell us about it.
Yeah,
Just
it's,
do
it's
it.
basically. I thought The Rock was basically, where we had Bruce Willis' character who had no shoes on.
Right.
We had The Rock's character who had one leg.
Right.
So they obviously got some sort of disadvantage already.
Yeah.
You couldn't take his shoes off because he'd only have 1 foot.
I watched that whole film thinking Nev Campbell should take her shoes off. Not because I got some sort of foot fetish, but she was walking over planks of wood with heels on. Just take your shoes off. Okay. She should have been barefoot.
All right, talking about walking over the plank, all right? I didn't mean to laugh. I couldn't stop laughing at the scene when he put the plank down and said, "You walk across it, I'll hold the bridge tight." And it looked like he was just holding a couple of bits of rope. It looked like he weren't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Just putting this really strange face.
He said he was holding the bridge together. He was on one side of the bridge.
Yeah.
So how is that possible?
I think he was trying to hold it level.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I can't hold it much longer." I was like, this bit's crap. I didn't like that bit.
Yeah. Did you like the outside scene swinging around?
Do you know
the
what?
building?
And I'm going to be completely fucking honest, and this is not lying. Every time I was outside, I got these fucking horrible tingles in my bollocks.
Got the willies, yeah.
Yeah, proper in my bollocks. I was like, mate, fuck's sake, just go back inside the fucking building.
Yeah, this wasn't even 3D,
No.
and it was a bit vertigo-inducing.
It made me realise that maybe fear of heights is somewhere in there in me.
I don't get that. People say they've got a fear of heights. You're like, good. We should have a fear of heights, shouldn't we?
No, but you know when you can watch stuff and you're like, oh, yeah. But when he was outside the building and he's hanging, and he's done it quite a few times where his hand slipped, but he grabbed it with the other hand to save him.
I know the bit you're talking about, on the train. But of course we know he's not going to die in the first act. But you still go, ooh.
How much fun would it be if he just went,
oh, mate, you know what I'm like. I like it when they do something different.
Yeah.
If they just kill him off in the first scene.
I was thinking throughout that film was, if we didn't, like what you said, they kind of tell you about the film straight away. If they didn't tell you about the film, would you enjoy it more?
Yeah, I didn't need it. I don't even like the little Minnesota 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Is it present day now? I'll just work it out. Stop fucking telling me stuff. We've got to talk about this scene. This is maybe spoilers, so stop listening if you want to see the film. But this rich man who's got this ridiculously tall building, he's got this secret room. It is the most ridiculous room I've ever seen in my life. It's basically made out of tellies, so you can make it look like you're outside, but also you can make it look like there's 100 of you in a room.
Yeah.
For no fucking reason other than, that'd be a good scene.
At the end,
Yeah, because then they'd be shooting each other. And it's actually like a mirror, like mirrors, house of mirrors. It's such a lot of bullshit. It's the worst scene. I don't know.
No, I agree with you there. The only thing I liked about it when he went into the ball or the pearl.
This special round room at the top of this building,
it kind of like we can make you look outside, and get rid of the floor.
It makes you feel like you're flying. Yeah.
But when they've done all the monitors come up and you can, I just like.
I didn't like that because I thought they're going to come back to that, and people are going to be shooting the mirrors. Sometimes it's done well. There's John Wick 2, the last scene of that.
Yeah.
No one was shooting reflections, but it was just an interesting scene because it was in a
and you're sitting there thinking, how the fuck did they film that?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of green editing and stuff.
Yeah, I remember you got James Bond, Man with the Golden Gun. He's got like a mirror room. It's an old James Bond classic cliche, and that you shoot the reflection.
Okay.
I knew that was going to come, and it was so sad and stupid the way it was done.
This is the second film out of 3 that we've seen where, spoiler, a kid is killed in the first scene, in the first act.
That surprised me a bit.
Because it happened to Sicario, didn't it? All right?
Yeah.
And obviously happened in this.
The entire family dies. That's how he loses his leg. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the trailer was different because it showed him getting thrown back. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Just cut to white in this film. I said to you in the cinema, there's a big part of this plot where his family have to keep going up to avoid this fire. And I was like, that's why they cast Nev Campbell, because she's good at going upstairs.
Yeah, it says that in cinema.
Yeah, Scream, horror films, going upstairs. I didn't really care about anyone in this film.
Do you think when she was fighting in the car, you were thinking wild things? She's fighting with a female.
Yeah.
It's not in a pool, but in a police car.
That was quite a good... She kicked at women in the face. It's quite good.
I always think, when I watch films like this, I can't be enjoying it that much if I'm sitting there going, I haven't seen that bit from the trailer yet. That must come up in a minute.
Yeah.
You know, that bit from the trailer's not in it yet.
This is why trailers
I shouldn't be thinking
films.
You should be watching a film, not even thinking about a trailer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mate, you shouldn't be thinking anything when you watch this film.
What was your favourite part about the film?
Can I just tell you my worst part quickly?
Go on, yeah. Tell us your worst part.
It's that mirrored room.
Yeah.
But, spoilers, right at the end, Dwayne Johnson is his reflection. And it reminded me of, do you remember the first Total Recall film? And he's got that holographic projector of himself. And he's like, ha ha ha, you think this is the real Quake? And it's not. I'm actually behind you. And that's the last sort of thing. Yeah. And I got annoyed because he said, I'm actually behind you. And then he kicks him. Yeah, kicks him out the building. Yeah. That's the only fucking parachute left. You just kicked it out of the... That's what I was thinking. Anyway.
Was it in the Total Recall that he goes, you think this is a reflection? But it wasn't a reflection. It was him.
Yeah.
And then
that's it. Yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
He could have done that. Yeah. He could have gone, I'm behind you. And then he'll look behind him. No, I'm actually here.
Because when he had the reflection and he drops a gun, the gun wouldn't be there. So I was like, so if you're looking at that reflection of him and he's dropped his gun, will the gun still be in a reflection? Or have you dropped it out? And what's the gun? That's maybe me being...
I feel like I have to explain to you how mirrors work. Yeah. If you
I know that. Oh, no. No, I'm not meaning that. Like, if you got this... let's not talk about this.
No, I'll just... You know when you're brushing your teeth in the mirror, if you drop your toothbrush, it still exists.
Yeah.
This is where you're struggling, I think.
No, I'm not struggling. I'm just thinking, if he's dropped the gun and it's gone out of the mirror's view...
Oh, there's so many things wrong with that. Because he has to stay perfectly within this mirror.
Yeah.
So
how did he plan that? Because how many times through that whole scene was he running around going, oh, it's a mirror. Yeah. But he can get at the right precise moment that he needs his reflection to be opposite the bloke who's got his daughter. He gets it perfect.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, but how... Yeah, it's just kind of like...
It's a stupid scene. Yeah. But go see it. It's great. Mark,
I don't know.
Go on.
What was your favourite bit? You know, you told me your worst, but I want to know what your favourite part was.
Do you know what? I thought all the CGI held up. There's no building like that. There's no fire. There's no anything. It's all fake, and I believe a whole lot of it.
I like the way the helicopter come out. You know, the helipad. That was cool. So
comes out of the building, ready to leave.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a mole and a double cross, isn't there?
Yeah. You knew that little weasel, that fucking... Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like him.
Oh, he's good in... he plays Hitler in Preacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was...
He cut Jaime Lannister's hand off, didn't he, in Game of Thrones?
Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's in loads of stuff. Yeah. Do you like it as a film? An easy watch, you call it?
It's an easy watch. You didn't really have to think about it.
No.
It goes...
If you did think, it would just annoy you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think... That's maybe why they spoon feed it to you, because you know they want to make it easy, so you don't think about all the little problems with it.
What gets you through this film is Dwayne Johnson. He's brilliant.
If it was done with someone like Colin Farrell, I'd be like, bollocks, I ain't watching that.
You know, you sit for a big old action film and he gets reunited with his family at the end. It's a bit of slow mo, and you really care. With this one, I love his character, but I didn't care about any of the others, so I didn't really care about that.
She had the leprechaun from...
Oh no, I don't think it was him. Are you talking about American Gods?
Yeah.
Was it him?
It's him. That's the leprechaun.
I don't think it is.
It fucking is, man. I'm fucking going to Google that.
All right, go for it. Shall I ask you what you've been up to?
Yeah, I don't say.
Oh, you want to?
I want to know.
Right. You're wrong. He's a totally different man. What can I give you if you're right? I'll give you my MacBook. If you're right.
Right, Pablo thingy, yeah? Right, you what?
I can speed this up on the edit, don't worry.
Yeah.
Mark's a bit slow on the phone. If you've ever seen your granddad try and use an iPhone, that's basically what I'm watching
You're probably right, but I'm sure it was him. Yeah, you're right, mate.
Yeah. No, actually, what do I get?
Nothing to say.
Have you got a MacBook?
I thought, he is in American Gods, is it? The top fucking thingy.
No. But...
Nice little MacBook for me.
Yeah, but it's not the leprechaun.
He is the fucking leprechaun in it.
I don't believe that.
Click on it and find out.
All right. What's
the problem is you can cut this all out and you'd be like, like, you told me. No, I didn't.
Are you talking about the main bad guy, yeah?
You know the bloke who's got all the coins?
Yeah, I know, but the main bad guy in the...
No, not the main bad guy. His mate who double-crossed him. Straight away I knew he was going to double-cross him. Yeah. You know, he's like, oh yeah, I've got a job for you. Yeah, or when he came in the lift, when he's come out the lift and he's going, I've got these panda things for you. You can go to the pandas.
Him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
not the Chinese man.
I thought you were talking about the main baddie.
Oh, no.
Because he had a similar beard. I apologise.
So there means no MacBook for me, unfortunately.
Sincerely apologise. Fucking take it. It's a piece of shit, mate. Macs run way too hot. They still haven't fixed that problem, have they? Okay. Mark, what have you been up to? Or in other words, what you been up to?
Right. I have been reading a graphic novel this week called Huck by Mark Miller.
It's good.
Book 1, All American. I'm not going to point out every little bit on the book.
Don't spoil it.
No, basically, I don't want to spoil it. It's I would never pick this. It was recommended to me from the owner of a comic book shop called Gobsmack Comics, and he said, check it out. If you like this kind of thing, read it. You'll enjoy it. So I was like, okay, cool. I brought it, took it home, read it straight away, loved it.
Well, the whole thing?
Yeah, it's
that's every. Yeah, that's a big volume, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be like 6 comics.
This is Miller World, isn't it? Like a lot of the other stuff.
Miller World, yeah. And it's based around a simple. I said to my wife, he reminds me of Lenny from Mice and Men.
Imagine Lenny with superpowers.
Yeah. So basically, he's a superhero in a way.
Hang on, he doesn't go around squeezing people to death, though.
He's not a superhero. Okay, let's cut that a bit.
No, he's kind of like Lenny, but
yeah, he's like Lenny. He doesn't kill mice. He doesn't kill
accidentally murder people. Yeah,
he's simple, bit simple.
People call rabbits, him George.
People call him a retard, but he's not a retard. He's just a kind, caring man who all he wants to do is help people. And he will give his money up to anybody. He'll take out those rubbish for people. He does a lot of jobs around this small town in America. One of his powers is that he can find people.
Yeah.
He's super strong. He's super fast. And he can find people. And you find this out from the get-go, so I'm not giving nothing away, but he
jumps high as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and people start trying to take advantage of him.
Yeah.
Because he is a bit simple.
Yeah, any character that's simple and kind, you're automatically worried.
Yeah. And you end up loving this character, and after I read it, I wanted to read more. I want to know where he goes from this point of the story.
Mate, it's gorgeous.
It's a page turner, yeah. There's a lovely illustrations in there. The story's good.
He's drawn really well because just from they do a slightly smaller face on his big head, which gives you that sort of. He's got kind eyes. It's just well drawn. He's a big hulk of a man with a little face. Yeah.
It makes me want to read more of Mark Miller's work.
Yeah, because it's going to all be in the film version.
Yeah,
at some point.
And I got told they are going to be doing more of the Huck series. So this is a character that I really enjoyed, and as I say, I look forward to reading more of him. But as I say, it makes me want to read more of his work. I know him from Kick-Ass and Hit Girl.
Yeah.
But he's done a few others that makes me
Superior.
Yeah, there's I'll tell you one I was really quite interested on was the American Jesus. That looks quite cool.
Oh, I've not heard of that one.
Wanted. They look cool.
Wanted,
there's loads.
I've read. Is that the same Wanted that I've read? The one that the James McAvoy film was based on the comic?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
That's I've not read. I've seen the film, but I've read the books.
Yeah, it looks totally different in the comics.
But it's quite a lot. He's got quite a lot out. So like Empress. That was another one recommended to me by the comic book shop. Obviously, I don't have much money, so I can't go and buy all of them straight away. So I'll just distract him next time, and you can fill your bag. Yeah, slip a couple.
Yeah, I'm only joking. Mate.
Yeah, no.
I love going to that shop with you because we got our kids who they're both 1.
Yeah,
and that guy must think shit. Fucking 1-year-olds running around my shop,
screaming, touching everything.
Well, just trying to get hands on the comics and stuff.
I think it must be like in the end of it, they're quite controlled kids. They didn't touch no comics.
Yeah,
they didn't pull nothing apart, did they? So.
They were good today. But I've seen what my kid can do to magazines.
Yeah. I'm glad my kid didn't have a pen. I'll put it on the Instagram so people can check it out. Have a look. I won't give nothing away, but I'll show you a bit of the artwork inside.
At Tuesday Brewcast.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
Okay, that's it for this week. Next week we'll be reviewing Hotel Artemis. Jodie Foster, you looking forward to that?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, definitely. It's got Jeff Goldblum in as well.
Oh, I forget. Yeah,
yeah, he's in it.
I like him.
Yeah, I love him in anything. Two good actors.
I nearly bought a Funko Pop for you with the Jurassic Park version with the shirt open.
No, it looked cool. That. No, you got. I got to say thank you for the John Wick pop. That's really cool. I'm gonna.
Is he calling pops? Yeah.
Yeah. Funko Pops. I'm gonna stick mine on my DVD shelf. I'll put some pictures of that on.
You're gonna have
Instagram.
quite a nice display,
mate. The problem is, you get me that, I'm gonna end up collecting them as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have such a bad habit. I'm never gonna get a house with a garden because all I'm buying is DVD comics and fucking Funkos.
Your kids would be going to school in pillowcases.
So if anyone wants to give me any of this stuff, you're more than welcome. Just message DM me and I'll accept it.
Yeah, got to give people your address.
No, yeah, exactly. No, I'm not giving my address. Could you imagine? No one would turn up.
Yeah, so mate, do you want to close the show? We're on Spotify now, right?
Yes, we're on Spotify. If you want to, you can download and stream us from our TuesdayBrew.com. You can listen on the go or download it for later. Adam said we're on Spotify, we're on iTunes and Google Play Music now. Don't forget you can follow us at Tuesday Brewcast on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Also you can follow me on at Loki Amos.
And me at Mr. Tyler Salze.
Any messages or just want to say hello, just drop us a message and get back to you.
We'll do some letters.
Yeah, get us some letters, get us some questions and we'd like to read them out and
discuss.
Yes.
Okay, mate. We'll see everyone next week. Goodbye.
Take it easy. Bye.